question about personal disclosure in our own lives, because it
Yes.
seems like we always are looking for disclosure in an external source.
Yes.
I would like to know how we can facilitate that in our own personal lives, in our own personal meditations. Like how can we help along disclosure?
Oh, well, thank you so much. Well, we already gave some examples of things that are already unfolding on the surface layer reality of your physical dream, such as the law that was accepted in Norway regarding Instagram figures and so forth. For you yourself, it really comes down to being honest with yourself and asking yourself, where do I feel I'm playing small? Where am I not being fully transparent to the world in however small a type of behavior it may be in my physical reality, where I sense I'm holding back? Where am I not speaking my full truth? Now, we're not saying you should always be bluntly just screaming off the top of your lungs what you feel or think about something. But this is more about where in your life can you see there is a pattern? Because very often this has been going on for a while, and this is also where you can gain the most. Where do you see in this here and now, from the idea of the past as you created from the now, that there is a pattern that is still with you, that you're still choosing to recreate in every single here and now that you're a new person? What kind of ideas are you recreating that you feel in your heart of hearts are not who you truly are? And this is why, for instance, movements that are labeled, amongst others, the idea of circling, perhaps you've heard of it, where people come together and learn how to speak more openly, more transparency, what's true for them. And also the movement called non-violent communication, or NVC. They're really, really gaining in popularity right now because so many people on the face of your planet are really, really craving this type of communication. So within the lines of that idea, you can look for yourself. Is there something that you're truly excited, because inspired action is where you want to come from? When you take action on this, when you tune in with yourself, you may feel very vulnerable about something and may want to still keep it to yourself for a little longer, but then you can do the investigation and perhaps do a personal transformation. And then, if it excites you, share that process in a group or with a friend or just one family member. However, to you, it feels comfortable to step out and up in an inspired way. That is where you are contributing to the idea of disclosure at large, including contact with us. Does that help clarify it a little bit?
That does help. Sometimes it's really hard. It's more confusing to pick which moments those are to focus on, to really kind of see where that energy is going. So sometimes I end up like confusing myself or not really trusting in my own feeling. And I think that's where usually I have the hardest time.
All right, so you're judging the process, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
All
right. Well, then the beauty is that you can embrace that too. In the moment of that occurring, you can give that, you could say, that idea a big hug. You, or better said, the rational mind, judging your process of going through your behaviors, for instance, and seeing where you can open up more, usually tells you that you're putting the threshold too high, that you're being harsh on yourself, that you're pushing or pulling in that game. So you're not really taking it in a playful way, you're taking it a little bit too seriously. Is often that's what it reflects back to you. And there's no need to do that. So this is really a wonderful fine-tuning exercise. And that's why, coming back to the previous questioner regarding economy and politics and everything else shifting right now on your planet today, you're being given such a large amount of different opportunities, of different forms of input, so that you can actually more naturally gravitate or allow yourself to navigate to the topics that resonate with you and play with those. If you don't really resonate with the others, let it be somebody else's game. Let them play with that. They're free to play with that. If you see somebody else make a really big deal out of something that you are not excited about playing with, be happy that somebody else is playing that game, not your game. So that helps you shift and sort through the offerings that are available to all of you right now. And you'll know by the tug of your own heart, from your own excitement, energy, vibration, what speaks to you and what doesn't. If you're really truly honest with yourself, you will be able to tell the difference between that which is true excitement and that which is anxiety. And if anxiety is there, you're being harsh on yourself, you're pushing or pulling, and it is a good thing in that moment that you become aware of that, so that you can sit with it, be present with it, see what that's really about, what belief system is at the heart of that. Because when you look that in the eyes, you can transform it. And that's fun too, if you choose to look at it that way. Does that help?
That does help a lot. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so very much, and happy playing.
Thank you.